Hi, this is Dean Cardinale with the Worldwide Trekking YouTube channel, and today I am talking about the trek to Mount Everest Base Camp. And I have been working in the Himalayas for close to 30 years. I've had the opportunity to climb numerous mountains there, including Ama Dablam, Island Peak, Lobuche, and even summit Mount Everest. I've guided hundreds of people to the Mount Everest Base Camp, and I wanted to give you my best advice on what footwear to wear while you're over there, what footwear I bring, and what works well on the trek. So typically I bring 3 pairs of footwear while I'm on my trip, from the time I leave home until the trek and everything in between. When I travel over, I bring a lightweight shoe, just like a lightweight trail runner, something that I can wear on my flight when I arrive, maybe out to dinner in Kathmandu, and just my everyday shoe for travel. So that's just like a lightweight kind of any kind of shoe or something comfortable to travel in is good. When I get to Kathmandu, when I am on the trip, I basically have 2 pairs of shoes that I bring, kind of one boot, one other shoe. And once I fly into the Khumbu Valley from Kathmandu, I kind of have a hiking boot. I like just a regular hiking boot like this, a multi-panel boot. I have steered away from getting leather boots because what I personally have found, I wear the base of the boot out, the sole of the boot out, before I actually wear the leather part of the boot out. So a boot like this, La Sportiva is the brand I like. It's gonna work well for me. It's lightweight, they break in easily, and I do like a high top boot on the trek to Mount Everest Base Camp. Could you get away with a low top shoe like this? Probably, but sometimes the trail in the lower valley especially can be muddy, as well as there are a lot of pack animals on the trip, so you're going to have a lot of yak dung and there's donkeys and things like that. So a high top boot's going to give me a little more ankle support, which is just more comfortable throughout the day. It's also going to keep my socks a little bit cleaner, and I'm not going to have that low top where I have more exposure to dust and debris getting into my shoe when I'm hiking along on a trail, especially when you're going day after day after day on the trail. You want to make sure that you have a boot with good tread on the bottom, obviously something that's well broken in and comfortable. These are a multi-panel boot, but they are Gore-Tex. I wouldn't say they're waterproof, but they're water repellent, and they're also easier to dry if they do get wet. Take the soles out of them, insoles out of them at night, and then air them out and dry them out, and they're quite comfortable. I do find a boot like this also very comfortable to wear day in, day out. When I get to Kathmandu and I'm running around the streets, I usually am wearing this boot. The streets can be dirty, you're out in traffic, you're out in the city, and then I'm gonna save something like this that's more comfortable to maybe wear when I clean up and just go for dinner, and obviously don't want to wear my big hiking boots. The only other pair of footwear that I bring on my trip is a pair of Croc sandals. So my daily routine is that once I leave Kathmandu and I fly in to start my trek, every day during the trip I'm wearing my boot. I'm wearing my boot all throughout the day, from the time I leave the tea house until the time I get to the next tea house that evening or that afternoon. Once I get to the next tea house for the afternoon, I'm going to clean up and I'm going to put on my Croc sandals. The nice thing that I find with Croc sandals is, one, they're easy to get on and off. So if you have to get up and use the bathroom at night, a lot of times you wouldn't want to go in barefoot to a tea house bathroom. You can put on your shoes, Croc sandals, very easily. You can also, in the tea houses, wear them out to the common area. So once I get to the tea house in the afternoon, I generally clean up. I take off my trekking clothes, the things I've been wearing on the trail each day. I clean up, and then I'll put on some fresher clothes, something comfortable for the evening, sweats or or whatever you might choose for your evening wear when you're in the tea house, something warm and comfortable. And it's really nice to be able to wear the Croc sandals because you can wear them with socks, and they're quite warm and they're quite comfortable. So at that time, I'm usually kind of letting my boots from the day air out, just dry out if they need to, and I can be more relaxed in my Croc sandals throughout the evening when I'm in the tea house. If I have to get up or want to go outside, can pretty much wear them wherever around the tea house and just outside if you want to. So it saves with weight. I have a lot of people ask me if they can wear, a lighter shoe on the trek. Could you get away with this? Sure. It's not a very technical trail. You do hike at higher altitudes. For myself, I'm not going to want to wear this shoe, my travel shoe, on a trail that has a lot of yak dung on it, dirt, mud, debris, get them all dirty, and then they are smelly and dirty when I want to travel home with them. I also have a lot of people that want to do a kind of a change, like say, can I wear a lightweight shoe on the lower part of the trail and then switch to the boots on the upper part of the trail? Sure, you could do that, but in the interest of saving weight, which is an issue when you fly with your porters perhaps, or for us on the yaks, I don't think that it's necessary to bring a footwear change during the trip. The only real difference between these two shoes is that this one is up high top and this one is not. I do like that high top again to keep the dust and debris out of the bottom of my foot socks area, and it keeps me more comfortable in the longer term, and it just is a little bit more comfortable way to go throughout. So I do find that if you wear your boots, they should be comfortable, they should be well broken in before you leave home. When you buy a new pair of boots, it's about putting time in them. It's not only important to break them in, say to take them on a hike when you're training, that's great, but you can also break them in by just wearing them around town, putting some hours in them, just getting the boots and wearing them all day for different days. And it's an all-day kind of boot. You want to make sure that it's comfortable when you put it on an hour later, but also 5 or 6 or 7 hours later as you wear them throughout the day. Your boots should be absolutely comfortable and not a non-issue when you go. These are lightweight in so many ways. I do like to avoid the really big, heavy, oversized leather boots, okay? They're just for a long distance trek, day in, day out. You're going to be clomping around in those, and I don't think it's necessary on the trail to Mount Everest Base Camp, up Kalapatar, or even right into Everest Base Camp, where we cross a lot of glacier scree, a lot of granite rocks, a lot of perhaps like snow and that kind of thing, depending on the year and the time you go. But a boot like this is sufficient. Myself, I typically don't wear a gaiter on the trek to Everest Base Camp. I wear a pair of long pants. I wear a pair of crew socks. Crew socks are going to come up a little bit higher on my ankle above the top of the boot. I don't want to wear a sock that is a no-seam style where it's down in the boot, because then I'm going to get rubbing on my leg or my ankle below where the sock is. So I do like to wear a sock that comes up onto my leg a little bit, so I have a good transition from the top of my boot, hiking shoe, up to my sock, and then onto my skin of my leg. So those are the basics. Really, if you have a travel shoe that's comfortable to wear, and you wear that as you travel over on your flight, maybe around Kathmandu, especially in the evenings, when you go out to dinner and that kind of thing, you want to just be a little bit more comfortable. Then on the trail and running around Kathmandu, our cultural tour, I'm usually wearing these and getting used to them. They're comfortable and they work well in those environments. Then every day of the trek, And then in the evening, I have something comfortable to put on, like a Croc sandal that, like I said, keeps you warm, is comfortable to wear with socks, easy to slip on at night barefoot, so you could use the restroom or whatever you might be doing. So those are the basic footwear that I recommend, that our guests bring, that I personally wear myself. I do avoid the lightweight shoe on the trek that's a low top. Could you get away with this all the way to Everest Base Camp? Sure, absolutely you could, but I think a little bit better is to have a higher top. And on a long distance hike where you're hiking for 10 days or more on the trail at different altitudes, from the very lowest part of the Khumbu Valley right to Everest Base Camp till you get back to Kathmandu, those boots will serve you well. If you have any questions, we're always happy to help out. Let us know, and we can connect on a Zoom call or a meeting and talk about a trek to Mount Everest Base Camp with Worldwide Trekking. As always, if you can like and subscribe, it really helps us out, and we appreciate you watching the Worldwide Trekking YouTube channel. Thank you.